right, going across to a breaking update where Republics has now accessed the CAG report exposing the financial irregularities in Jammu and Kashmir of 2014 flood relief package under Mehbooba Mufti-led government. She was the chief minister at that point in time in the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, where funds sent by the centre for the flood-hit people in Jammu and Kashmir were allegedly diverted to fulfill the promises of Mehbooba's finance minister. And as far as the scheme guidelines is concerned, the interest subvention was to be restricted only to those units availing the credit facility from banks for business purposes, which were affected by the floods of September 2014. And there are said to be financial irregularities. At least 800 crore, that is being said, was given by the centre to those who were affected by the floods of 2014. Gursimran, can you help us understand the CAG report and what does it say?
See, this CAG report is of 800 crore rupees that was sanctioned by the union government for the Jammu and Kashmir government for those who have been hit by the 2014 floods. But how the funds were diverted, and it all came into being in the CAG report findings, which exposes...
Gursimran, just stay on with us. Kavinder Gupta ji is with us on the phone line. कविंदर जी, आपको यहाँ का क्या कहना है, जहाँ तक अगर सीएजी रिपोर्ट आई और फाइनेंशियल इरेगुलरिटीज की बात हो रही है, जितना पैसा सेंटर ने तब जम्मू कश्मीर स्टेट को दिया था वो कहाँ गया?
देखिए, इरेगुलरिटीज तो हुई है, उसी आधार पर जांच भी होनी चाहिए और जो लोग इसके कल्प्रिट्स हैं उनको सजा भी होनी चाहिए। पैसे का किस प्रकार से मिसयूज होता रहा, ये आज सीएजी ने बिल्कुल एक्सपोज किया है इन लोगों को। और अपने जो बिल्कुल खास लोग हैं जो इनकी पार्टी के साथ जुड़े हैं, उन लोगों को ये फंड डाइवर्ट किया गया और इसमें से जरूर इन्होंने अपना हिस्सा लिया होगा, तभी तो ये कारण रहा। जिन लोगों को ये पैसा मिलना चाहिए था उनको ये पैसा नहीं मिला है और इसकी एक बहुत बड़ी अपराध है। तो मुझे लगता है कि इस पर कड़ी जांच होने के बाद इनको सजा मिलनी चाहिए।
जी धन्यवाद सर आपका, कविंदर गुप्ता जी joining us at this point. Samiksha, if you can also help us understand as far as nearly 800 crores that was sanctioned by the centre to those who were hit by the floods, and how exactly there were benefits that was given to the top ministers in the Mufti government.
Amita, we've accessed the exclusive CAG report that mentions the financial irregularities that happened during the tenure of Mehbooba Mufti. So there we have this CAG report that clearly mentions all the financial irregularities that happened. In fact, this report clearly mentions that the main objective of the scheme was to provide financial assistance for restoration of livelihood of traders and other business establishments affected during the floods of September 2014 in Jammu and Kashmir. However, interest subvention to the extent of 0.75 crore was provided by banks for 107 accounts which were not eligible. It goes on to mention that an amount of 456 crore rupees had been diverted from the funds released for the project towards settlement of outstanding loan of 19 houseboat owners not affected by the September 2014 floods. So there we have the report clearly mentioning that over hundreds of accounts were substandard that did not meet the eligible criteria for giving the benefits of the scheme that was announced by the centre, yet they were given this amount. Excess disbursal also happened, which was a violation of the rules. No monitoring mechanism by the J&K government was also undertaken. In fact, the diversion of funds to houseboat owners that I just mentioned to those affected in the 2016 Burhan Wani unrest in Kashmir diverted to fulfill the promises of Mehbooba's finance minister. Back to you.
All right, so that's been confirmed that funds released by the government of India were diverted by the government of Jammu and Kashmir for its own commitment and not for the payment under the scheme of interest subvention. Those details that are coming up at this point. For the moment, Samiksha, Gursimran, thank you very much.